Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Abey, representing MEITY, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So today I'm going to talk about what are the benefits and facilities available from the ministry for the startups, either in electronics side or in computing side. So before that, I'll talk about our parent organization, CDAC. You know, our organization started in 1988. As of now, we have 12 locations and 6,000 plus scientists are working across India. We have 12 sectors, one at Trivandrum, also in Kerala, and we have 42 countries working with 42 countries in outside India. So in Bangalore, we have two locations. One is at Baipanhalli, and the other one is at Electronic City. And we working on a unique model of knowledge creation through research and development, and application through various collaboration institutions, including government and private sector, and knowledge dissemination by through either TOT or maybe by high-end trainings. So when coming to collaboration, this is the level of TRL readiness. Up to 1 to 4 TRL level, we work with academic institutions, and CDAC will work with the TRL level of 4 to 6. And from thereafter, we will do the TOT for commercialization of the projects. We mainly working for the 6 domains, starting from HR scale supercomputing, then indigenous microprocessor and under professional electronics, then quantum computing, next generation applied computing, IoE, dependable and secure computing, and AI and language missions. So this is in a nutshell, I can say that this is the total number of projects we had worked so far, especially for the last decade. So this left-hand side is from Knowledge Park, where we have the ChipIN Center, which is supporting the startup for designing the chips in India. Then QSIM is respected to the quantum technology, and we have a crypto validation lab that is only one lab in India, and this MANUS project for the mental health and Indian language heritage. And the right-hand side is our Electronic City campus, with starting from IoT, this HPC training, drones and other things. And in between, we have this Param Utkarsh also, the supercomputing facilities for the startups and MSMEs. So these are some of the collaborators and engagements we have, both in government sector and in private sector. So when coming to the hardware side, especially with the electronics side, government has a plan to have our own chips in India with respect to the domestic consumption. As you all know that as of now, all the chips we are importing from either from China or Taiwan, so where we have a huge dependency, because our domestic margin is huge. For this, under the vision of our Prime Minister, we had gone across with these chip design facilities in India under the Million Chips, Billion Dreams, under the various schemes like Atmanirbhar Bharat or Make in India things. Let me have a small video with respect to this one.
Semicon India Future Design, ChipIN Center, catalyzing chip designing in India. The Indian semiconductor market has been gaining momentum since the last 1 decade, and design in India will be equally important as Make in India to contribute to India's fast-growing digital economy.
Almost all of the top 25 semiconductor design companies have their design and R&D centers in our country.
The global semiconductor market is anticipated to reach $820 billion by 2028. It is envisioned to transform India into a semiconductor hub, including semiconductor design. ChipIN Center is established at CDAC, Bangalore, as a first-of-its-kind initiative by Government of India, providing opportunities to startups, MSMEs and academia for semiconductor chip design. ChipIN Center removes barriers to enter chip design for young entrepreneurs by offering facilities from design to fabrication support in multi-project wafer, MPW, by enabling access to SCL and overseas foundries. ChipIN provides centralized EDA design tools and IPs, fab compliance checks, validation and integration of designs, enablement of packaging of fabricated chips, enablement of characterization and prototyping in a centralized manner, mentoring researchers and startups for chip design, virtual prototyping lab at NILIT Calicut, facilitating remote access of high-end electronics, hardware, diagnostic equipment and FPGA boards and tools to startup and industry. Calling upon all the semiconductor professionals, from startups, industry and academia, to make India from chip taker to chip maker, and trigger future wave of semiconductor startups and unicorns, towards fulfilling India's aspiration to become a major player in the global semiconductor ecosystem.
This is the current market situation where as of 2021, the total electronics market is around 27 billion, and we are expecting with a total 22% surge by 2030, it will be 110 billion. So as of now, our contribution is very less from the Indian perspective view, and we want to have at least 10% of this market share by end of 2030. So since 1985, for last almost 40 years, this is the current scenario. We have that Intel, Qualcomm, AMD, which are all MNCs companies. And with the EDI and IP core, we have Cadence, Synopsys, Vendor, and others. None of these companies are from Indian side. These are all global MNCs. And which are coming to the manufacturing and supply ecosystem, we had Applied Materials, KLA, SCL, Sitar, Air Liquide, IFCO, Lint, and all these companies. But if you look all these things, we can see that 20% of engineers are from Indian side. Indian talents are working for this, for MNCs. So that means the thought that, okay, why could you bring them to have their own industry in India so that it will be contributed to our nation also. If you really look at it, this 20% most from the IITs and NITs, who government has spent a lot of money to be educate them. After post-education, they had working in these MNCs outside. So we want to bring them that. For that, we have started this program, especially in the microelectronics side, under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So from the ChipIN, we have two programs. One is for Chip to Startup program, that is for the academic side, where we want to be leverage the youngsters to be promoted in the side of VLSI design. As of now, we can say that if BTech electronics or MTech electronics people, they are moving to the computing side rather than continuing their journey with the VLSI or electronics side. So the reason mainly is that because as of now, the opportunities for the electronics side in India is very less. So we want to increase that chance to be there to be hold back in India. And apart from that, okay, we have Design Link Institute. We started for the SMSs and startups. Apart from that, we have our own RISC GPU process that is going, development is going on. Next year or after 2026, we have our own indigenous RISC-V based GPGPU processor. And under the Digital India RISC-V processor. We already had our own Indian microprocessor project, which we had completed last year. So this is the way forward for the RISC-V microprocessor, which developed internally by CDAC, starting from 2018, based on FPGA-based RISC-V single core, and by last year by the Dhanush 64 quad-core processor. And we are planning to RISC-V processor will come by next year. This Vega processor is developed by our CDAC Trivandrum Center, and we have a stall booth exhibition area, booth number 28. You can visit and have a look about this Vega processor board. So this is a strategy which we had made for the development of chips in India. That is one for the academic side, especially for the trained manpower, that is called chips to startup for the academic side. And once they have trained, they can start their own startups and MSMEs under the DIY program, that is for the manpower training plus startup. Once they have a design there, we'll go for the manufacturing through either ATMP or FABs, which from the outside private peoples. So with respect to Chip to Startup program, this is a program mainly for the academic institutes. As of now, we had onboarded more than 100 academic institutes, both for financial support and EDA tool support from Cadence, Silence, Xilinx, ANSYS, and Keysights. We are planning to leverage for another 50 more academic institutes and along with the hardware simulation facilities. This is the total outlay we are looking for that, 133 organizations with 85,000 manpower trained with the remote EDA tool access from the Indian Chip Center. And we already tape out around 43 Silicon Center, and we have a repository of 30 IP cores, and with the VLSI lab and incubation of 25 startups. So this is the list of organizations or academic institute we had supported under C2S, from 18 from IITs, 26 from NIT, and 11 from IITs across 32 states. And on the right hand side, you can say that in the ChipIN Center, we have supported the DLI. As of now, we are supporting 46 projects from 42 unique companies. And the ChipIN Center, we had already tapped out 71 designs through one of our sister concerns, SCL Chandigarh, under the same MITY ministry, under the SMDP C2S program. See, under the Semicon India program, we are implemented this design infrastructure facilities called Design Linked Incentive Scheme. And one of the biggest strengths of our nation is that we have an average younger set of manpower with more than 1,000 universities and 38 million graduates every year. And out of that, 8.4 million are UGs and 7.22 lakhs are PGs and 1.3 lakh PhD candidates. For the Design Link Incentive Scheme, government has announced 1,000 crore for the startups and MSME and 100 plus crore for the design IP course through the ChipIN Center. In current scenario, the up to 50% of the investment is supported by Government of India and 20 to 25% from the various state governments. So ineffectively, any investor who want to have a startup, they have to spend only less than 30%. Rest 70 plus percentage will be from either accounted from the Government of India or from the state government. Some of the governments have already given 25% incentives. This is the total DLA schemes which are implemented by CDAC from the 1st of January 2022 and aim to provide a physical incentive, both financial and technical support, along with the EDA tools, IP core, post-packaging, post-silicon violation packaging and everything. So under the design infrastructure facility, this startups and MSMEs are only eligible, and for the product link incentive and deployment incentive, both domestic companies are also eligible along with the startup and MSMEs. So in the DLI scheme, under product link incentive, you are eligible for a 15 crore subject to the 50% of your actual cost. And once you have a designed a product and you want to go take the market, there also their deployment link incentives you can apply. You will get 6 to 4% as incentive based upon your volume production. This is mainly targeting for the semiconductor design for integrated chips, chipset, SoCs and IP cores. So for the benefit of 15 crore, the domestic companies, MSMEs and startups are eligible. That is only for the financial part, where the eligibility of domestic companies, MSME and startups are explained well in the DIT notifications. Then the next, now you are aware about the schemes, how to apply. This is the process to be applied, skill implementation mechanism. First, submit the application through our portal, chips-dli.gov.in. And once we will receive the application, it will go for both financial scrutiny and technical evaluation. This technical evaluation includes site visit and to be facilitate about whatever the things you are intended to be designed as part of this project. Then the recommendation and final approval from the MITY. As of now, we had on board around 15 companies, startups from India, and you can see the 9th one is from Trivandrum, Netra Semi. So one of the startup from Trivandrum also qualified for this one. And day for yesterday, he made a brilliant talk in this stage about the DLA also facility he is derived for this one. And in this, out of this 15 companies, more than 8 companies has got lot of virtual VC funding also. Around 9 companies are already got, which is a maximum up to 24 crores. That is for the financial benefits. When it comes for the technical benefits, like from the ChipIN, this is the world's largest facility about supporting EDA tools, IP core, post-silicon violation, MBW prototyping, and all these facilities. As of now, we have supporting tools from Cadence Synopsys, Mentor Graphics, Silvaco, and Altium. In a nutshell, we can say that this is the infographics, where one side you can see, left-hand side you can see that the 3 components of the schemes, which you are entitled for 50% up to 50 crore financial benefit. Below that, for production incentives, you will get a 6 to 4% and the EDA tool support from ChipIN. Right side, you can see that these are the companies which we are supporting in terms of EDA tools. So this type of EDA tools are available from the Synopsys, Cadence, Siemens, Keysight, Silvaco, OpenPower, Renaissance, Altium. The best part is that these all tools are coming free of cost. There is no need to take any either equity or need to pay for startups. It is completely free of cost. And as of now, I mentioned around 46 projects from 42 companies we are supporting. In this also, we can see that 3 companies from our small state Kerala. One is Netra Semi number 4, and then Silsium Circuits from Rajagiri Engineering College Incubation Center, and Asnavaram Nectarines from IIT Palakkad. See, when it comes to IP core, you know that other than this designing of a chip, IP core is the most valuable items. So we have some agreement with this Qualcomm and ARM for a startup mentorship program, and available for all the DLA participant companies. With respect to IP core, we are giving free IP core from MOSTIP, CDAC, INGOR, Prime SOC, and Synopsys. We already inked it there for yesterday. And from other companies like Siva, Mathwork, L&D Mindry, it will be onboarded very soon. So once you have designed things, it need to be a post-silicon validation prototyping, which right now we are taking care through HCL Infotech, L&D Technologies, and Tessol, which are all indigenous companies. This Tessol is intended for post-silicon enablement, and Keynes Technology for OSAT, and SCL Chandigarh for MBW packing, post-silicon validation enablement for 180 nanometer. And it's IMEC, we had an agreement with IMEC to take it for TSMC Global Foundries. Parallelly, we are also building our capability to have like Euro practice for India practice, where within a couple of years we may have some foundries in India also from Tata and other companies, so that we will have a value aggregation from our side itself. The Spell Natters and SI2 microelectronics are related for the packaging enablements. So since you have seen that there are 3 minimum companies as of now we are supporting, we want to be increase our enablement service. So we had published an expression of interest last week, and we got around 9 companies from India itself. These are all companies from Epson Technologies, Icemont Microsystems, Keynes, MOSTIP, NICES, RRP, Smart Associate, Tessol. These are all Indian companies which want to be a part of these schemes for enabling the chip designing ecosystem in India. So from out of these 46 startups designs we had onboarded, we can see that they are working from the most sophisticated node of 180 nanometer to the greedy node of 7 nanometer. And they have their chip out, shape out plans from the TSMC or SCL or Global Foundries, which will happen by next year or early of 2026. This is the complete flow for the post-silicon validation. From the design flow, we will take care of the FAM compliances and to qualify the design. Once it is qualified the design, we will do the FAB compliance checks, then go for multi-process project wafer, then print wafer, and then it's packaged as a packaged chip. This is a complete flow for the post-silicon validation, which we are supporting through post-silicon SCL. This is all completely free. This SCL Chandigarh already announced their shuttle plan for 180 nanometer, which they already published the calendar. So any of the startup who are in the design phase, they can look for the calendar and they can plan accordingly to be mapped with these shuttle plans. And the product link incentives, you will get 50% of the eligible expenditure up to the ceiling of 15 crore. And the deployment link scheme, there is a reimbursement of 6 to 4% based upon the volume of the production for the first 5 years. So that is meant for the electronic side. When it comes for the computing side, you know CDAC is famous for the supercomputing. And the origin of CDAC is in 1988 when US and CRE denied supercomputer for India. That time the government has made a high power committee under the leadership of Sam Pitroda, which on mission mode they made this CDAC. So under the supercomputer mission NSM, we have multiple supercomputers in India as of now, starting from 1988 to last year. And a couple of weeks back, our Prime Minister also introduced 3 more supercomputing in some of the IITs, which I have not included here. And this is the highest supercomputing power as of now. It has 8.5 teraflops. It's the highest in India. This is the Param Utkarsh Matter CDAC Bangalore. This is only for the MSMEs and startups. So any startup or MSME who are interested to be used this can be log into the Param Utkarsh website and can be asked for the logins. See, Param Utkarsh is a supercomputing facility at the CDAC Bangalore meant for the high computing performance evaluation under the National Supercomputing Mission. This is meant for SMS and the startups under the Digital and Make India program. The complete indigenous infrastructure is with all the infrastructure is indigenous, and all your core data, everything are residing in our own country only. See, why you want to be Param Utkarsh? See, Param Utkarsh is very economic and cheap computing facility offered by Government of India. See, if you look for an alternative competitor where you are paying 1 crore per hour on a $0.5, approximately around 40 rupees, you will get it the same facility here for merely 1.5 rupees, 1 rupee 50 paise. That is for pay as use. If you have a committed use, it will come to another 50% discount also. So as of now, you can see that utilization almost 50 to 85%, where most of the startups and MSMEs start using these facilities for their own thing. So because it is like a remote thing, or a broadband connection, you can start access from the high performance nodes from the remote. And GPU resource is always 45 to 75% consumed. Our key services are HPC services, modeling and simulation, machine learning, deep learning and AI services, and we are doing extensive type of training for the academics also, for the HPC things. So some of the benefits for this HPC from Param Utkarsh is, it is uninterrupted service as of now for the last 6 years, 100% uptime. Even though everyone is assuring 99.99% uptime, we are 100%. Even though we are not committing, it is 100% for the last 6 years. And there is no investment of record for the IT hardware or infrastructure, because this all you are getting on a rental basis. And we are giving bare metal for you to be installed whatever the hard software you require. And billing and payment as per the usage of from 1.5 CPU core per hour and pre-cloud storage also. And there is no any payment also. Because if you look for the alternate cloud providers, you can see that you have to link your credit card there or payment scheme there. There is nothing like that. It's post-utilization bills will be generated. This is the internal architecture for the Param Utkarsh. And these are the Param Utkarsh system details. We have 107 computing nodes and 39 high memory computing nodes, which is a CPU architecture of Platinum 8268 processor. And we have high-end NVIDIA V110 GPU nodes and storage of 1 petabytes. And primary interconnection is 100 Gbps Mellanox InfiniBand. This is the currently available softwares there, operating system with the Linux, CentOS, OS, and these are the things we are supporting. The end user have all the right to be installed whatever the necessary software which they need. From the resource manager, we are using Slum. And for communication library, we are Intel API, OpenMBI. Then development tools, we have Intel Cluster Studio, GNU, CUDA Toolkit, and lot of application libraries, including Math libraries, Python libraries, GNU Scientific Library, etc. This is the HPC programming tool, the software stack which we are maintaining. The right-hand side is in this our proprietary things which we are only developed, and it's meant for the community to be used it. This is right now the application running in this Param Utkarsh in bioinformatics, molecular dynamics, material modeling, CFD, weather forecasting, disaster management, AI, ML, DL tools, and all these things which end users are using exclusively. When everyone is talking about Param, AI, we itself have a Param Siddhi AI supercomputer, which 5.2 petaflops, and which is one of the ranked as 62% in top 500 supercomputers, and it's the first in India, fastest supercomputer in India. So this is also available for the use for MSME and startups. This is a Pinnacle Studio stack which we had made it based on the bare metal system. Over that we have the operating system, cluster middleware, and application program software. It is customizable based upon the requirement from the end user. So we have some solutions for this cyber security also with respect to frameworks. Interest is a solution for the identity tracking. And for protection, we have Acne, Confidence, EMC's softwares. And to detect it, we have Zero Trust Network, Russian Enterprises, DNS, Security Operating Center at CDAC Bangalore. And cyber security policy we had made for the Government of India. And we have a CC and certain recovery site at the CDAC Bangalore. This is cybersecurity products we have in available in our shelf. If any of you want to be interested to use it, you can have a collaboration with this. So far we have discussed about the hardware, computing service and cyber security. So we also are doing a bit of training for the skilling and capacity development, and this we are doing through the ACTS, Advanced Computer Training Institute. It's a part of CDAC, and we are running around 16 PG diploma courses from software development side to the security and AI blockchain. We have software development, electronics and software, artificial intelligence, HPC, security and blockchain. All these courses are for 6 months courses where interested startups and MSME can be joined part for a campus recruitment. In Bangalore, we are running the 6 courses with this much competitivity, and we have trained so far more than 15,000 people, even though we are not claiming that is 100% placement assured, but it's almost placed, 100% placed. And across all the 12 centers, we have one courses starting. In Trivandrum, we have this microprocessor, DIR, strategic electronics, broadcasting and communication, cyber forensic and health informatics. All these are 6 months course happening yearly twice, August batch and February batch, and where we will do the campus placement also. The campus placement, any companies are most welcome. So now last 2 batch, I can see that most of the people for the campus recruits are coming from the startup or MSME, because they startups and MSME has pitched into the new niche areas where they are finding difficult to find the right trained people. And for working people also, we have some program called capacity building program called CHEC, and for the faculty also we have faculty development programs. So apart that, we have some center of excellence in our campus, mainly meant for the R&D purpose, innovation, collaboration, incubations, and knowledge dissemination. If any of the startups or MSME are interested to be collaborate with us, you can walk into our labs at the Center of Excellence. We have a Center of Excellence for IoT, SCADA, HPC, quantum computing, drone, 5G, cyber security, and artificial and ML. So any of the companies are interested to have some type of collaboration which they want to be collaborate to take a TOT or to have a discuss to something, are most welcome. That's all from Nelson. I'm ready to take the questions.
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful session. Now this session is open for a quick Q&A. Any questions? Yes, there are no more questions.
Today, throughout the day, myself and our Executive Director, Dr. Suresh, are also available. You can reach to us if you have any questions, specific questions.
On behalf of the team, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Abey Jacob for such an enlightening session. Now I kindly invite Ms. Gayatri from Kerala Startup Mission to present Dr. Abey Jacob a memento as a token of our appreciation.
1 minute. Sir, you have a question? Yes.
Hi, sir. I joined in middle of this session. I came here to find support for my daughter. She has designed an app, UI, for her project, part of project. So she is confused how to go ahead with that, to develop the app and launch it. So can you help her in any sense?
Sir, yes, I can. You just connect with me. I'll take you to the right person. Right person, right team in an office.
Okay. So how can I contact you, sir?
I'll share my details.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.